We abide by the laws of God, not the laws of man. This is what catapults you into the quickening, i.e. awakening, and any label that people deem as so as it pertains to remembering who you are. There's going to come to a point where you're going to be asked to retire this world completely. And when that time comes, what you have to refill your cup with, because to retire the world is emptying your cup, what you have to refill your cup with is purely divine laws. So we're going to talk about one divine law, one of the most powerful. That is just for bridging purposes. They're actually all equal. But this divine law is existing. And people, they don't truly understand it. So we're going to explain it today. Peace unto you. My name is Nadiie, and today is all about what is existing. Let us begin. See, one of the main reasons why we say evil isn't real is we know it's not real, because if you go to the quote-unquote higher dimensions where things are closer to reality, you will find no such evil. You will find no such heinous activity. You will only find what is or what isn't. And if it isn't, it's not there. You only find love because love is. Love is our description of what God is. If you can't imagine God coming down here and pimp smacking you, slaying you, judging you, then those qualities aren't of God. If you can't imagine God fearing, if you can't imagine God scolding. See, when people say God are these things, truly look at them and ask them why. Because even in their own texts, their own religions, in the beginning, it would talk about how God needs not anything. And it would talk about how God is this unconditional, perfect, potent presence of love. But then later in their religions, it would say that this God is needing for you to do this. This God is needing for you to do this. Oh, this God didn't know that was going to happen. This God did this to these people because he wasn't aware. That those are two different things. What is it? See, you truly must know that for you to go into these higher realms, higher dimensions, you must subscribe to the consciousness of it. You must become it. And to exist is something extremely powerful. Everything in your reality, it vibrates, it has frequency. This is scientifically proven. If you look it up, you'll find out that Tesla said it. You'll find government articles about it, because a lot of declassified government articles are talking about this stuff because they're years ahead of the masses. Okay, so if we understand everything has vibration and everything has frequency, like this maraca, for example, it is vibrating, it has frequency, i.e., and therefore it exists. So, since we know it exists, then on some level, we have to figure out who is allowing it to exist. If it's in your reality, you are allowing it to exist. You are the co-creator of your reality. Everything in your reality is basically spreading apart. Like everything, I don't care what it is. This crystal, for example, its molecules are actually spreading apart. But because I'm putting very intense, powerful energy and focus into, I want this reality to look how I envision it to look. I want this reality to stay the same and be the same like yesterday's reality. Then all of the molecules that are floating away are going to come back together in the way that whoever is the main idea of that reality is basically deeming as so. So since I'm the main idea in this reality, keyword idea, because we are not actually here, this world is all an illusion. Whatever is the driving force of the reality, whoever has the most energy in the reality, any given reality, those beings are going to be the one to dictate whether reality is going to be like this or like that. Well, if you gather multiple people together, you can quite literally shift the entire planet. I've done this. This is not just stuff that, we just, felt like saying one day. I'll give you a quick story. I remember one day I was meditating, and this is when I was doing a lot of spiritual practices. I'm talking about not just normal ones. I'm actually performing miracles. Things are actually happening in physicality that was only happening in the astral realms. Light from my hands, seeing 7 suns in the sky, moving in out of different dimensions, portals, ancestors popping up out of nowhere, and physicality. All of this is in physicality. It was getting real. I remember one day I was like, because back then I was hard-headed. So I said, God, if all of this is real, you gotta really show me. You gotta really show me. Because I'm seeing all of this stuff that isn't normal. I get that, but I feel like there's more than this. So I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meditate, right? And I'm going to cover the world with a specific light and a frequency. But if I'm as powerful and I'm like, because there's so many, I was understanding a lot of prophecies. People were telling me prophecies about me and all of this type of stuff. And I'm like, if any of this stuff is real, then I should be able to materialize a full spiritual army. And when we should be able to, in unison, bring this light over this planet and this love frequency over the planet. So I did that. I closed my eyes. I visualized I was in quote-unquote space where I was seeing the planet, and I visualized an entire light army behind me, all waiting for my command to send this pink light over the earth. I did it. I visualized it perfectly. The next day, my sister had a friend call her and said, oh my gosh, I just had the craziest dream. The world was just like very pink, and it was like a pink wave coming, and it was smacking me. My heart dropped. I was like, oh God, this is real. Oh God, this is real. And basically, you have that power. But it was because I got to the point where I was like, I don't care whether this happens or not happens. I'm going to do this to show myself, just to see. I didn't subscribe to an outcome. I didn't expect anything. These are all qualities you must embrace in order for you to integrate that which is existing. Because contrary to popular belief, we're not going to be able to give you any technique that is just going to magically make your life better. It's all about putting you on the path. Any technique that we give you is all about putting you on the path. And once you're on the path, we're waving. Go, run, don't look back. Keep running, keep moving, go forward. Contrary to popular belief, you can do all of these techniques as well, but you must understand that there is never going to be a technique that's going to propel you into spirituality. All we can do as masters is give you something tangible that will put you on the path, and once you're on the path, you must go forward. You must not look back. And you must truly embrace that which is miraculous and divine, because something may materialize within you that the world or dimension that you are operating within has never seen before. You must flirt with the idea that you are more than what this world is giving you. It gets very, very real, not deep, real. See, existing is all about knowing that you are perfect love. Existing is all about knowing that I love you the same way that God loves you. See, existing is knowing that everything within my reality, everything that I'm around is a part of me. Matter of fact, it is me, and I am the perpetuator of what is and what's not. See, existing is knowing that isness is the way. Existing is bringing forth the remembrance of who I am and holding forth that presence for all people to know that my presence is a reflection of who you are. So if I know myself, you know yourself. So I need not teach you. See, existing is extremely powerful. But for you to exist, you must flirt with all of these ideas. Integrate these ideas. Walk on the path and formulate seemingly new ideas. Not new as in you're leaving the ideas you just integrated. You've integrated all of it, and then now you're making a new path. See, the problem, quote unquote, if you want to still perceive problems, is people hear stuff, they say it sounds cute, and then based on that information, they'll create something new, but they won't integrate that information with it. They'll say, oh, thank you for teaching me how to make stairs, but they won't walk on the stairs that the person made. They'll just look at it, admire it, and be like, I'm gonna make my own set of stairs. Why not build on what these masters has already built? So this is the building phase. When you integrate this, you're building. If you're interested in joining our free 3-day course, let me know. I'll DM it to you, and you'll be able to join our mystery school after. And if you're interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, also click the link in the bio, and we'll get that all situated. Thank you. We are so very grateful. With that, we say welcome home.